What up, people? I'm back. This is Dedrian Cologne for House of Wrestling, and got another dream match. This one's going to be pretty cool. Jade Cargill, the new AEW TBS champion, versus Bianca BelAir. And this matchup is it's near and dear to my heart because I truly respect these women's uh, their work and just their athleticism and their strength. These two women are strong as hell. And to see them in a matchup and knowing Jade Cargill, she has Mark Sterling as her mouthpiece. And you know what? Actually, if you really think about it, Jade Cargill is almost like the women's version of Bobby Lashley in AEW. You could say that. But yeah, just the matchup with their work. Bianca Belair, her in-ring work is solid. The work that she's done with Piper Niven, I'm not going to call her Dewdrop. She is Piper Niven. She should be called Piper Niven. Her name should go back to Piper Niven. That's just a side note. But yeah, her work with Piper Niven, Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, um, her work with Becky Lynch so far, just her work in total, and actually their stuff in NXT with Rhea Ripley, like the girl can go. And of course, Jade Cargill, the work that she's done, with Red Velvet. Um, of course, most of them were squash matches. Her work with Ruby Soho in the TBS tournament, was pretty good. This matchup don't sleep on this matchup. This matchup can be really cool and fun. And of course, with Bianca Belair having be more of a seasoned veteran, and Jade Cargill, she's relatively, a rookie coming out of that rookie phase and everything. I think this is really, really good matchup. Just a battle of athleticism and strength. And this isn't like you know, they have limited movesets. No, they can go. And I think with the story that they can tell, that these two women, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, can tell in the ring, and if you allow them, they can do promo work. That's true. And if you allow them to do their promo work leading up to the match and showcase their strength, the money's there. And that's the cool thing about doing these dream matches is that when you really start thinking about it and you start breaking it down as far as their skill set, their entrance, the total package, their promo work, and then hey, if this really did happen and they were leading towards a match, at a major pay per view, how would it be? You got some really good storytelling here. Um, Bianca Belair. I mean, the power bomb that she did with Dewdrop a few weeks ago, last year when she carried Otis on her shoulder. Like the girl's phenomenal. Jade Cargill, of course, she's a fitness trainer. So I mean, the story's there. I mean, it could be a really good match. Um, One thing I do got to give credit to is Bianca Belair's mat wrestling. Very underrated, and I believe that's a key. Especially with these two women, of course, with their strength and athleticism. Sometimes in a lot of matches, I don't care if it's men or women, they kind of tend to go too heavy on the high spots. But this could be a nice balanced match where um, it's not too fast, where Jade um, doesn't look like, oh, she messed up here. It's like, all right, whatever, it's wrestling, it happens. But I mean, it could be a match that it showcases Jade's strength and just, her reversals to Bianca's stuff and vice versa. Bianca, can showcase her strength and resistance and reversals to Jade stuff and showcase her strength and athleticism. So it's a nice balance where it can they can showcase each other's work, their strengths, their athleticism, and honestly, this is a match that you can do a best. You can go best out of three. Have a one-time match, then a rematch, and then this honestly, if Jade Cargill wasn't a WWE, this is a match that could be a WrestleMania main event match. It's to that level. Or if it was an AEW, it could be a Double or Nothing or All Out main event easily. Um, who knows? But that they could tell a story. So yes, that is my dream match with Bianca Belair versus the new AEW TBS Women's Champion Jade Cargill. That's my dream match. I want to see it. Who knows? It might happen. Of course, it's not going to happen in the next year or two. But then again, with certain events that's transpired on a recent episode of SmackDown leading to the Royal Rumble and an Impact Women's Champion, Knockout Champion being advertised and promoted for their Royal Rumble. Who knows? Anything can happen in 2022. But yes, that is my dream match. Again, Jade Cargill, AEW TBS Women's Champion versus Bianca Belair. I want to see it. I want to see it. So, yes, like, subscribe, comment, share, follow House of Wrestling on all social media platforms. I'm Dedrian Colon. Again, this is the dream match. Let me know what you guys think, because I want to see it.